Hey everyone, the Reading Bard here, back with another podfic. Today I will be reading Chapter 6 of A Lot Can Change in 5 Seconds, written by my bumbling buzzing brain. This title is chaptered The Perfect Day, Inko. Let's hop right into it. Here is the summary. Everything is fine. No, really, it is. Or, Inko makes katsudon and rents Izuku's favorite movie. What could go wrong? Inko Midoriya was on cloud 9, buzzing with the electricity, giddy at the thought of seeing her boy's face when he got home. Everything was set up perfectly. The katsudon should be ready the second he walked in the door. She'd even managed to get a copy of that movie with the little green goblin in space, and all the essential snacks were lined up and ready. As she hovered over the kitchen island, chewing at his lip. Would putting the mochi out be too much when we already have cheesecake and gummy bears out? Then again, it's important to keep the options open. But too many options might overwhelm him. But what if? Inko smiles and shook her head as she puts a hand on her husband's shoulder. Hisashi, my love, breathe. I promise Izu is going to be happy to see you. He won't even care about the snacks. She kissed his temple, right beside those dark curls she adored, and continued setting up the couch for their movie night. Do you think he's going to be mad at me for lying to him about not being able to make it home till August? I know we said it would be a nice surprise, but Hisa, he's not going to care about that. But, as we discussed on the way home from the airport this afternoon, it's going to be fine. You will see. Oh, her poor husband, always ready to slam the panic button. People thought Izuku got his nerves from her, but 5 minutes with Hisashi would have set them straight. She wasn't the worrying type. Not really. Well, maybe she did get anxious about her son, but that was different. The world wasn't kind to her brilliant boy. But there was only so much Inko could do to protect Izuku's light from a world determined to snuff it out. A cozy evening wouldn't solve all the things wrong in the world, but she'd get to have her whole world in one room again. He closed her eyes and pictured the scene. Izuku would come in the door, probably flustered that he was running late at this stage, she thought, glancing at the clock. No matter. He'd be home soon. Maybe in the next 5 seconds. She was sure of it. He'd ask about her day and go set up the laptop for their call on Teletime with Hisashi. He'd answer it, they'd have their brief small talk, and Hisashi would say something about going into the other room. Then he'd come in, and Izuku would be all surprised and ask when he'd gotten home. And they'd tell him about her going to the airport that morning, not the courthouse, like she'd let him assume. And they'd answer whatever other questions Izuku's wonderfully curious brain would come up with. He'd cry those big, happy tears. She'd start crying too. And her handsome husband would crush them both in a big, bear hug. And all would be right in the world. Those 5 seconds passed, and Izuku was not home. But that was okay. No, really, it was. He'd probably just gotten distracted by one of the neighborhood strays again. He was probably playing with some tiny tabby, falling in love, or trying to figure out if he could persuade her to reconsider the no cat rule. Maybe she should reconsider it. Izuku loved cats, and his asthma was so mild now that dander would hardly be an issue. 5 minutes passed. Inko was still not panicking. Maybe she should reconsider it. Izuku loved cats, and his asthma was so mild now that dander would hardly be an issue. 5 minutes passed. Inko was still not panicking. Izuku probably got distracted by some heroes on his way home. Maybe they were giving him advice about the UA entrance exams. When he told her he was applying, She had her concerns, but she'd never tell her only child to abandon his dreams. So she'd let go of her worries and put her trust in the exam committee to do what was best for him. He was so kind, so clever. He'd make a great hero. An hour has passed. Inko has tried to ring his phone 12 times now. Hisashi has tried 21 times and sent over 30 texts. Izuku didn't respond. Had his phone died? No. He kept a charger and a power bank with him at all times. Maybe his phone had been stolen. He could be at the police station reporting it. Then he'd ask someone to borrow their phone. He'd ring her, and she and Hisa would come get him. Then they could be normal again. The landline. Something she'd always meant to get rid of, but her mother insisted she kept it because one day it might be useful. Rang out from the hall. Hisashi had picked it up before Inko could even blink. Hey kiddo, is that you? Your mama and I have been worried sick. Are you okay? There's a 5-second pause as the color slowly drains from his face. He hands the receiver to her. There's a lady on the line asking for you. Inko's hands shook as she took it from him. Hello, this is Inko Midoriya. Hello, Mrs. Midoriya. I am calling from Musatafu General about your son. He was involved in an accident. Inko forgot how to breathe. And that is it for Chapter 6 of A Lot Can Change in 5 Seconds. We now have Father Midoriya. Huzzah! He is so sweet in this fic. I love him so much. I cannot wait to see more of Father Midoriya in this fic. It's so rare seeing present fathers in My Hero fics with Izuku, and I love it anytime I see it. Also, I do apologize. There was such a long wait between my last upload and this. I got really busy, and then about halfway through this recording, I ended up losing my voice nearly due to a cold, so I had to break this up. Okay. That is probably going to be where I leave it off for today, because as I said earlier, I have a cold, and it is kicking my arse. So, the link to the fic will be down in the description box below. Feel free to give the author all the love and kudos. They so deserve it. I love their work so much. Make sure you tell them that. And you love them as well, probably, if you do. I'm just rambling some half asleep. Don't mind me. Anyway, I will see y'all next time. See ya! Bye bye. This has been the Reading Bard, and I will see you later.